Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome to 2 Point Campus, another fantastic addition to the 2 Point series games. Previously had Hospital, now we've got Campus, where we are going to make a very quirky university or campus, and we can teach our boys so many different things. I mean, we're talking knighthood, wizardry. You can teach them how to be like enormous chefs, like literally just making gigantic pizzas and cupcakes. You can teach them internet search history. Like, it's unfathomable how deep we can get. But what I want to do is go through together and go through the different scenarios. So we have like Noble Steed here. If you haven't seen the live streams, we've been going through and just doing 2 stars on most things as we go through. But I wanted to start a little YouTube series with everyone here and going to the first world. And then we're going to go through and get to 3 stars in all of them and do this together on as a video series. So we're going to be doing the first one, which is the Freshleigh Meadows. This has low expectations. We're going to restart and have a good time. So guys, if you're loving 2 Point Campus, make sure you do hit like button down below, leave comments, let me know what you think of the game, and subscribe if you are new here so you do come back for that next episode.
It's not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
All right, the first day of school. Welcome to Freshleigh Meadows, where life moves slowly and expectations are lowly. 2 Point Countryside is the perfect place to start your career, learn the ropes, make mistakes, and hit the ground smiling.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
She is my favorite person in all these games. All right, welcome to the campus. Before you start churning out geniuses, you need to learn the basics of campus management. Try moving the camera, having a look around. Pan, zoomies, rotaties, and pitching. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. All done. You just got to spaz the game out a little bit. Don't crash. All right, our campus is going to be running a scientography course. Let's start by building a science lab. All right, so we're going to go into the build menu here. We are going to go down to science lab. We got some other things unlocked just because we've been playing the game a little bit more. So don't worry if you're just starting and you don't see some of these things yourself. All right, so we need to do, so here's how it goes. So you pick it right up here are your basics. It has to be at least a 5x5. Then it's going to tell you need at least a door, a science board, and a science hub. And that's what we need to start our first room. So I'm going to go in this corner over here. I'm just going to kind of fill it out. And I will just go with a 5x5. I might put like a bathroom and a, or maybe like a tuition center over here. So I just want to see. Okay, so I can go like this. I'm going to go with a door. I'm going to go on the outside right here. And this area is pretty small. So here we'll put our whiteboard down. So I'm going to go off of this wall here. And we'll drop down our science hub. Or, yep, science hub. And then we can add in some other decorations. So if we put down these items, they'll start to increase the prestige of the room, which also increases like their aptitude while they're in here, and their mood will be boosted, which means they'll do a better job. So I'm going to throw down a little trash receptacle, put down the rubbish bin, get a hand sanitizer in here so people keep their damn hands clean. Hygiene is a top concern. Couldn't remember if heat was a thing in this one or not. It's not. I'm also going to put a plant down. You can see we now have a 2 prestige. And then I've got some extra posters and stuff unlocked. Again, you might not have these just yet. But since we're going for a sciencey hub, I have this circuit board unlocked. And these aren't anything special. They cost like 15 kudoosh, which are these little guys down here. Bam, you can see we got a little boost there. I'll give myself one more over here. And you do get diminishing returns. So like even if I start putting them down, like you can see how it's like only just barely rising. 3 is about the limit. So any more than that is quite worthless. I could put a whiteboard in here so we could kind of go over here and be like, bam, little whiteboard. It's a little, it's touching that window. That's why that little cell sign came up. And what do we got? That's an ancient spell poster. I'm trying to go with themes here, right? So I'll put this down as well. I've got 500 grand. This one, you don't really have to worry about money. They are just trying to teach you the basics here. But we're going to go for the 3-star rating. So I'm just going to actually use the knowledge I have and work towards actually applying ourselves. I'll put a little window down as well because why not? And we're at a 3. I want to bring it to a 4 just because it's so close. It might as well just get that extra little point. So why not just grab another little shelf? There we go. It didn't boost it by quite enough. Look how close it is. 98%. Can I fit this in the back? I can. Perfect. Now we're at 4. So now we've got our science lab. Now let's hire a teacher to run our first scientography class. So you can see here that their salaries here, these are their levels and their skills. So they got scientography. They have a 70% teaching skill. Throw them all in. Great work. We now have everything we need to run our scientography course. When you're ready, select start the next year to welcome the students. So you can get some other things built. Let's see. Is it going to let me? It is going to let me, but I'm going to just kind of follow the tutorial on this one just because this is kind of like our tutorial map. So I don't want to start anything preemptively just because the game might still make me do it again afterwards. I'm not sure. So, but some of the basics you're going to need to start your courses are a barracks room or a dorm, bathroom, showers. Speed this time up a little bit. Look at this neighborhood though. Looks so nice. Then you also get some different areas. So like we can buy this plot of land over here. 15,000 empty or 20,000 with buildings. And this white outline here is the building that it would give us. I believe we had like another plot over here. We can buy this. Same thing. These houses would all disappear and then we'd get like this little factory building here. All right, now look at that. The students are in their very first class. What will happen now? Look at them. They're all great. And we also have different personalities for people. Slow it all down a little bit. We got Wolfric Halfmoon, who is a goth. He's fond of darkness, the night, and antique parasols. Not totally nocturnal, but agrees to disagree with direct sunlight. Then we got a SWAT, an academic purist that just loves learning after a long day of studying. They like to relax by doing a little more studying. Then we have our friend Natasha here. Oh, that's my teacher. Here we go. Then we got neutral personalities. I think he's also neutral. That's our goth. So yeah, so those are our guys for this round, it seems. We get more students every year. You can see here that I of course click the teacher again. That scientography is a 3-year course, and these guys are all in year 1 out of 3. They have traits and feelings, so they're feeling of Freshleigh. Dark aura, bestows happiness on others. Studious, prioritizes assignments, and then he's outgoing, so he's socially extroverted. So everyone has their own like unique traits, skills, etc. All right, scientography class is almost over. Boom. Done. All right, they did it. The students passed that first class. Sadly, they didn't do all too well. It seems a number of them were distracted by one need or another. A student that has everything they need will be more happy, less distracted, and be able to focus on their studies in an enthusiastic and cheerful haze. A student's needs, such as thirst, toilet comfort, will affect their overall happiness. Happy students perform better in classes and earn more XP. Take a look at other students and see what we can do to improve the campus. And more XP means more money. The key to campus hospitality is to remember the 3 R's. Students need somewhere to relax themselves, rest themselves, and relieve themselves. Sure, 2 of those things might be the same thing, but it does not sound convincing. Let's build a dorm and a bathroom to keep the people comfortable. So let's go here. So like he said, let's build a dorm. So the dorms need to be at least a 2x2. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to make a 4x4. This is probably pretty decent. Yep.
If it's not on your CV.
And I'll put the door here. So I'm going to grab some beds. So we have, let me see. So if I open up our roster here, it's not going to let me do it. It's fine. So I'm just going to go with a standard here. I'm just going to put 1 bed down real quick. So I'll put a bed here. Give him a nice window. I'm going to put down the wardrobe we should put down. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm just going to hit OK for now. All right, dorms are a great place for students to relax when they're low on energy. One bed between 5 students is considered normal on campus. Students may dream of having their own bed, but they'll happily share with a few friends. So we know that we have 10 students assigned to this room, so we need at least 2 beds. So if we click back onto the room here, and we click this to add items, we can open this back up, and we can put another bed in here. So now we've got enough beds for everybody. So this accommodation rating will go up. We can also see in here in the menu the students and the teachers. So that's the teachers. Here's the students. You can see all of them. I have 10. I have 10 year 1 students, so 2 beds will be enough. But I want to increase the accommodations here, so I want to get my room prestige up and the environment. So like it's clean, it's comfortable thermally, which isn't a measure in this first chapter. And then we got to get the environment up. So let's go back. I'm going to use the edit the room just because I like to see the prestige meter at the top. It's just easier for me. And so we've got enough beds for now. I'm going to put another big window here. Windows are a nice, easy way to boost this up. I'll even put a little window here. Remember, switch your windows out. I'm going to try to use only things that you have unlocked at this time, unless they're just aesthetics, like this Wizard's Owl. Like, it's from the Wizarding campaign one. So it comes a little later, but it's just an owl. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. Like, it's just for entertainment purposes. A fancy hat is something you unlock. I love toilet paper because that is exactly what that stands for.
When it comes to food,
nice little signpost. We can build a dorm notice board here. Again, just all decorations. We can even get ourselves like a wardrobe chest here. Put it right next to our friend the bird. I'll put down a little hygiene. Bam, hand sanitizer. Get a nice little trash receptacle. Keep the place clean.
I was said to be mostly cheese by the end of
we can get a gothic bookcase.
I think they were right.
A little bit of entertainment value in it too, so it's nice. And we could probably easily get this to a 5. So if like I go in, I put down like 2 more plants here. Actually, just 1 more was fine. So I'm pretty good with this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to the back so it's not looking weird in the middle of the room. And, you know, that's good. So let's clear that off. So let's build a bathroom. I'm going to build the bathroom over here towards class. And actually what I do want to do is I want to move this room here so I can hit pick up room. I just want to move this closer. I want to make sure I have like my space set up the way I want it. And the first way to do that for me is to set my corridor length. So I'm just going to have like a 2 wide corridor here. Perfect. Put that back. And then let's build our bathroom. So I'm going to build a small bathroom right here. So it needs to be at least a 2x1. So I'm going to do a 2x3 right here with a door here. And I'm going to put 2 stalls. I'm going to turn my camera angle a little bit. I'm going to put a dryer, a sink. Sink is for hygiene. The dryer is not. It's just extra. Put a trash bin in here because I like to try and keep the place as clean as we can. So I try and give them all the options available to do so themselves. And I'll put a hand sandy on the wall as well. And let's get some windows in. So we'll put 1 big window right here. Nope, I could put it right here. Boost it up a bit. We can put a plant in here. Just put it right. I mean, it's not the best. You know, I'm going to put this poster up. It's a nice poster that says, please remain seated when shitting. It's very practical. Put it right there. And I'll put another one just right here, and that'll bring me to 3. So that'll get that prestige up a little bit. Did you hear that? I think our students might be hungry. Traditionally, campus offers a range of food and drinks to, you know, sustain life. Let's add some vending machines. So we're going to come in here. Right now, what we have available to us is the blurp machine. And because we have a nice, just a little area, I'm going to put the blurp machine right here in the main hallway, as well as the cheesy gubbins machine. And then just while I'm here, I'm going to throw one of these benches down. They help build friendships. It's just a nice place to sit, and it'll look nice here. All right. If it were up to the students, I'm sure we'd all be living in our own filth. Luckily, we have very little say in the matter. Let's hire a janitor, place a bin, and keep things nice and tidy. So we go into the hiring menu here. Bam, janitor.
Go out.
So you might see some have different skills from mine, like this defense security thing is something that removes invaders once you start getting later down into like a couple scenarios down. I think knighthood is where it starts. So I'm going to go, I know it's useless here, so I'm not going to bother with these guys right now. I'm going to go for Robin here, who just moves faster. That'll be very helpful. So these guys have references. So his toilet comfort decreases slower than most. Nice. He's a lollygagger, so he moves slower, so it kind of counterintuitive against his aerodynamics, but he's also got excellent personal hygiene. So let's throw our boy down here, and let's also put a nice rubbish bin. I'm going to put him at the corners here of each side. I'm going to put one outside too. Okay. You can see the plot went up. You can see here if I press the button here, I don't know what the standard hotkeys are. I've changed them. But this will show us all of our, how good all the rooms look. So prestige 2, 3, 5, 4, green in the areas here. All right, let's see how the students do in their next class. So we're just going to pass this off here. Class has almost been released. Bam. Passed with a grade of C+. Done. Well done. Those students look smarter already. The better they do, the more money you'll have to fund the campus. Who's smart now? So you can see monthly profit. We'll look at that in a second, but you can see with an XP bonus of 5,100. Yes, you receive tuition fees from all students enrolled in courses at the campus, as well as bonus for how much XP they're earning. Satisfying student needs is just one way to improve our grades. Next on the agenda is a spot of studying. Luckily, the students have just been given their first assignment. Completing assignments is a great way for students to earn XP away from the classroom, though it looks like they need a few facilities. Check your inbox to see what they need. So, you can go in here. These give us our wants and needs, as well as just some status reports. So, from here, welcome to your inbox. Cool. So, like these guys, they would like a love bench because they want to see what's happening abundantly and clearly to everyone else. They may as well try dating. So I'm going to place this item down. And I'll even just place it outside. We'll put it over here so they can sit by the gardens. How about here? Bam. We'll even do another one just across the way. I hope that's centered. That's not. That's awful. Bam. There we go. Is this one good? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So that gets a satisfaction out of the way. So like these guys, now this is where the tutorial takes us. They want us to build a library and 9+ people agree. So we'll build a room. And we'll build a library.
One summer,
I'm thinking maybe we'll go over here towards the dorms. So it needs to be at least a 3x3. I think a 4x4 will do us pretty well. So we'll plop this down. We got 2 windows here. I'll put our lovely receptionist right to the front. And we'll do some bookcases. Remember, this is mandatory stuff. So I'm going to put a bookcase here. Perfect. And then we need a study cubicle. So I was going to put one back here, but it doesn't quite fit. That's okay. We'll put them. Put one here. We'll put one here. And we'll put one right here. So now we got some study cubicles. We'll grab just a few decorations. So we've got a nice library notice board here. We'll put it nope, can't fit it here. It's okay. We'll put it here then. I'll take a trash bin. Can I kind of put it in front of her desk? I can. Awesome. We'll put that there. I'll grab some windows for the front here. Nice big glass windows. Go look in at our freaks. And I don't want to put too many things in. Like, this is a night school thing. It increases learning power. I don't want to do things like that. Put some plants in, though. These are perfect for like little corners like this where you can't really do much in. And now we've got a prestige of 4, which is pretty good, I'd say. I'll put a rug here. And we'll just do one more here. 4.5. Maybe we can get this to 5 pretty easily. We'll put up a poster that says hang in there. We'll also put up a family tree poster because why not? And that's a 5. So we'll set that and let her rip. So we need to hire an assistant. These are the ones that work in our side areas that are not teachers. So we go here to assistants. We can see this one is good for boosting library learning rate. So that'll be the best for us. First aid comes later because you can have a nurse's station. Gonna grab, we'll grab Molly Drum. Wait, gets thirsty easily and drops litter, but this one drops litter. Poor personal hygiene. Okay, well, I guess we'll just take the litter lady. All right, and now we just need them to complete an assignment in the library. Some of your students are completing an assignment in the library. Completing an assignment is a great way to earn XP outside of the classroom.
Is not a belief system.
So they'll go in here after classes, start working on assignments they get, aka homework, son of a bee. All right, and now we can see that that's completed. Let's see how the students do in their next class. So we got to see if they can pass with a B now. Love trumpet wanted. Place the item. Again, you might not get some of these things like I'm getting just because I've already done this scenario and moved on to other ones, and that's where other new things do start to unlock. So don't worry if it's not exactly the same. These things don't really make stuff easier in general. So like now, like these guys want to have a ripped chords, like they want a student union. Like we're not even into that kind of stuff yet, but let's look at a monthly income report. So we can see here tuition fees right now with our 10 students is $7,500, so they got to be $750 each. Rent is $1,316. We have an XP bonus of $5,000, which is our students leveling up. And we have a staff wages of $5,600, earning $8,300 a month. XP is one of the best ways to get your monthly revenue up. So like the more students you have, that becomes much more beneficial for us. School is out. We've passed with a B. Monthly profit was $8,900. Nice. Your students have gone from C grade chumps to B grade brainless heads. Let's recap how you did it, shall we? So, educate, nurture, expand. Understood. All right, so now we've got some new objectives here, and it wants us to finish our first year. All right, use everything you've learned to help your students pass the year. So, all right, Wolfric has personal goals. Yep, that's fine. I'll just close that out real quick. So now what our objective is to pass the first year, which is just getting through this term. And we have some basic stats. So these are what will help us get to the first star. So we got to build a staff room and employ 5 staff. So if we come over here, nice easy one. It just requires a nice little 3x2. So I'm going to use this spot here. I don't know how much staff we're going to need to get a 3-star on this, but I'm not really too worried at the end of the day, honestly. So I'm going to put a couch in here. So this only requires a door. Like they'll just come in here and stand and be fine. But I do want to get it up because this is still important for having our teachers rest enough. Put a little rug down. I'll grab some cubby holes here. Put them right there. I'll get the prestige to just like, let's just say 2, right? And let's see, what else can we give them in here? I'll just put some plants and other small things in here. So like plants, there's a 2. Maybe we'll just get it to a quick 3. There we go. It's a 3 with some posters, a rug, some plants. Bam, there's our staff room. We need to hire some extra staff. So what I'll do is I'm going to hire another janitor. And the other one I'll probably hire, you know what? I don't really need much else at the moment, but just in case, yeah, you know what? Let's just hire another janitor. Won't hurt. This guy's always going to be happy with that trait, so we'll put that in. All right, so extra credit, complete 2 assignments. So it looks like they're going to complete these assignments right now as we're chit-chatting, so that was good timing. We need a level 3 science lab and something else. So happy students. So satisfy 2 personal goals and develop 2 best friends. So we can come into here. Ripped chords, it requires a student union. So why don't we set that up? So if you're going to go through and try and get the 3-star, going through all these things will be a big help to us. So we can see we need at least a 3x4 here. And I know the student union room usually works better when it's bigger. So I'm actually going to fill up the rest of this little space back here like this. And I'm actually even going to take up that little corridor. And then I'll put a door here. I'll put a big old window here, here, and here, because why not? It's a student room. So all we need to have in here is a bar. This room is pretty expensive too. And I'll put the bar on this back wall. I'll put a couple tables over here in the corner. And then we can use this dining table here. I do suggest you unlock it. It's pretty cheap when you get it. It helps getting your crushes from 1 to 2, so it's not bad. So I'll put a couple of those down real quick. Foosball tables is some entertainment. It helps getting good friends to 2 and 4. It's also just in the other options here. So I'm just going to put one there. We could put some dartboards in, which is just entertainment at the end of the day. So like I'll throw them just over here, let's say. Get a music box in, more entertainment as well. And also it helps with the decorations around here, getting that prestige up. You can see we're already at a 6 prestige with this stuff. Dance floors helps for developing friends for 1 to 3. Why not get a little dancing going? This is kind of expensive, but again, we got so much money in this mode, it really does not matter. We could build a stage, actually. You know what? Let's build a stage. Let me redo this. All right, there's the stage. I'm just gonna delete a few things out here so we can make this a bit more fun looking. I'll keep this over here, and then I'll put like a dance floor on this back wall here. I don't think I can really get up here, no, because of how this stage kind of sits. So we'll put the dance floors over here. I'll put a table for, you know, romancing on this side now instead. And that looks pretty good. So we can get this to an easy 7 by just throwing a couple windows in over here. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then we don't really need to worry about too much. I can just kind of let this be. So I'll put like a hand sanitizer thing. I'll put a trash can down just because, you know, hygiene, very important. And later on, heating becomes important too, but that's not a big deal right now. So I'm going to bring this to an 8 real quick with some posters and other things. So we're being smart people. So let's go with some circuit boards. Bam. 63,000 there. So I wanted to show you this. So I've noticed a little bug kind of thing. When you place a wall, a building next to another one here, and they've had windows, all you have to do is pick them up and put them down. And then everything fixes itself. So we need to get 2 assistants now. I forgot to, well, no, we didn't forget to, but we should probably have an extra one just kind of on standby now that we're getting a little busy. These guys are pretty expensive. A new one's coming in. Oh, well. These are ones trained in medicine, so I might rotate them out later, but I'll just grab them now. The other one's taking a break, so I'll leave it. So look, we're developing relationships. We're doing great. So we can go in here. So we build this student lounge here is another thing we can do to satisfy another request, which is great because it's good for entertainment. Let's do student lounge, party, bench press wanted. So they'll have things that people want to unlock with Kadoosh, which is some basic points you get from leveling up and doing other things in the game. Scientography, open day, we can get some more student applicants, so I'll definitely take that. And I'm going to build the quick student lounge so we can fill this up. So this is pretty good too. I like to make this one bigger because it's good for entertainment. All right, another little 10,000 for the student lounge. No big deal, really. So I just like to put in some couches, places to sit. These help build friendships up, put down some entertainment things. They also help develop friends to 2 to 4 with the foosball tables. I like these little kitchenettes here because they apply for food and you can get some hygiene out of this too. You get a fridge down for food and beverage. Then I just put in some vending machines just to spread it out and get some aesthetics in here. So we have finished our first year. Let's head to the end of the year and see how we did. So we can see the overview of our year here. We had 10 people continuing. We have 81% average exam rates. We got no awards because we're not really there yet. So assistant needed in student union 1. So you can see now the game pauses when we start for our next year. We can kind of prepare. So the summer break is the perfect time to prepare for the year ahead, build facilities to make unsustainable design choices and bask in last year's glory. Let's expand our range of courses by starting a virtual normalcy course. So now this is where we kind of get going. This is going to have us start learning how to set up courses in here. So we're going to be running 2 different courses side by side, Scientography and virtual normalcy. These are going to be 2 new classes. So I'm going to end today's episode here. This is just a nice fast walkthrough through the tutorial, kind of showing you some great setup options here. I'm just going to move these windows like I said. Bam, they're fixed again. So that way, like, this is just a great little layout. It's pretty optimal. It's not the best, of course, but this will help you get going so you can try and get yourself a 3-star rating on this map without having to redo too many things. So if you're loving what you're seeing, you want to see some more 2 Point Campus, make sure you are hitting that like button down below. Leave me comments. Let me know how your games are going as well, or if you have any questions. And as usual, if you're new here, I appreciate stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out so you do get back here for that sweet Shabby content. But all right, brothers and sisters, as usual, this has been ShabbyDoo, and hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.